I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, Supreme Team? Come on in. We got more news on Brit Eady. Oh my goodness, it is going down, okay? Come on in, everyone. Hit the like button on your way in. Miss Brit has found a payday, baby. If you can hear the sound of my voice, please let me know. What's up, Mildred? Hey. Welcome in, girl. Come on in, everybody. What's up, Martha? What's up, Kelby? Nice to see you. Hey, Chicago. My favorite city ever. Y'all have some great food. What's up, Faith? Not to be confused with the Faith from Soul Food. Come on in, y'all. We are talking about Brit Eady, child. She done dropped the hammer today, okay? I told you guys yesterday that she had made a statement following news that she was not at the reunion, okay? Hey, welcome. Galveston, what's up, Galveston, Texas? I used to live in Texas for a short little bit. I visited Galveston. I actually met a man who I was dating who was from there. Come on in. The tables keep turning, don't they though? What's up, Tonya? She said, not Tanya, Tonya. What's up? She said, tables keep turning, not who they fired. Kenya Ford is now suing them. Yes, baby. Yes. Okay. What's up, Oakland? Listen, I have a huge family because I know people are like, how do you live in all these places? I've visited a lot of places, okay? But my daddy used to live in California, Oakland, okay? Come on in. Drew Sadora Delulu, child. Come on in. Good for them. Deal with the nonsense and this mess of a female, child. What's up, Deb? She said, if Bravo is a subsidiary of NBC, owned by NBC Universal, then they will have an army of lawyers with nothing else to do but fight the lawsuit. Child, North Carolina in the house. Welcome. My husband's family. Yes, that's right. You heard me. He's from North Carolina. Suing for what? Well, I'm about to tell you. Listen. Come on in, everybody. Hit the like button on your way in, child. I just pulled up in the driveway, opened up my phone, and I have got the tea, okay? Now, some of y'all were here with me yesterday when I went live, and I told y'all that Brit Eady had made a statement via IG, child. I caught it 2 minutes after she had posted it, okay? And if you guys were on my IG yesterday, I said, this is reading litigious, okay? This felt like a lawsuit. She said, there's only so much I can say. And I said, this is giving litigious. And then I said, you know what? Perhaps it's because it's the reunion. Maybe she can't say anything until, because she's really still bound by contract not to talk about the season. So I was giving her that benefit of the doubt. And less than 24 hours later, homegirl has dropped the hammer on Bravo. She is suing, okay? So I did look up some extra information, but this is what y'all need to see, baby. Brit Eady sues Bravo for defamation. You see it, sexual harassment 1 year after explicit poster drama. So this is something that Kenya Moore could definitely be dragged into the courthouse for, okay? So she is suing for those photos that wasn't even hers. So right now she has talked to an attorney who told her, baby, you have pain and suffering. You went through a lot of mental anguish over this last year. And what did I say to you guys yesterday? That if that investigation was done properly, they would have given her that picture. You got to make her see it because you want to make sure that the picture is who it was supposed to be, right? It could have been a damn cartoon for all she knows. She doesn't know what that is. So, oh my goodness, now we have to see. Now, Bravo did let Kenya go. So, where would the pain and mental anguish and all of that stuff come from? Because what Bravo's going to do is turn this all around on her because she was lying the entire time. Okay, come on in, come on in, come on in. Somebody, Faith said we should sue for that sorry ass storyline. Is she okay? Is she? Is she okay? Well, let me see. Let me tell y'all, give y'all some extra details, okay? So this is coming by way of Queen's Bravo Plus, who said that Brit Eady is gearing up for a serious legal battle. She's suing Bravo for defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, sexual harassment, and moreover, the jaw-dropping drama that stemmed from Kenya Moore's allegedly displaying explicit images of her at her salon opening last year. The Real Housewives star filed legal docs against Bravo, its parent company, NBC Universal, and its production companies. Truly Original and Endemol Shine North America Thursday claiming that they knowingly misled the public into believing that Moore did in fact distribute photos of her in the midst of an sexual act last June. So that is what she is. That's the basis, okay? That's the basis. Oh Lord, come on in. Didn't she say that the photos weren't her? Yes, but did you hear what the charges are? She's saying that Bravo led her to believe that this entire time, she's saying that they intentionally led her to believe that that was her. So she said intentional infliction of emotional distress, which is real. That's a real thing. She's suing them for defamation. She's saying that her character was intact before she showed up on this TV show and Bravo turned it upside down. She's also suing for sexual harassment and more over the jaw-dropping drama that stemmed from Kenya Moore's allegedly displaying explicit pics of her at her salon opening. So she's saying that that's the case, okay? This is going to get real ugly, y'all. The amount she is suing for is $20 million, okay? And she might get it. I'm not going to lie. So yes, she may get it, okay? Let me give y'all some additional background information, okay? So the suit was filed, $20 million lawsuit against Bravo and the production company and companies, okay? True Original, Endemol Shine North America, and it was filed in New York State Supreme Court, okay? That must have happened today. She's suing for defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, sexual harassment, and fostering, are you seated? Fostering a hostile work environment. The triggering incident. So the suit stems from the season 16, episode 5, which aired in April of 2025, where on camera, a cast member showed an explicit photograph purportedly of Brit during Kenya Moore's hair spa opening. Brit claims that Bravo and producers, check this out, Brit claims that Bravo and producers refused her request to view the photo before airing the episode. She said she asked for it, but they refused to give it to her. Now, I asked y'all yesterday, I said, let's take a poll, child. Even then I said, I'm surprised you would have to give her the photo in order to know that it was her. She needs to confirm it. It's a given. I don't know how that would have passed any legal department, period. So she's saying she asked for it and did not realize it wasn't even her. They refused to give it to her. She also is claiming that she was in she's claiming sexual harassment and a hostile work environment, alleging that Bravo subjected her to unwelcome, offensive, and actualized behavior, comments toward her after experiencing what she calls a gendered attack. Baby, she got somebody expensive handling her case. Listen, this is all accurate. I'm not even going to play. This is all accurate. Not only she's saying it happened in the workplace, but she can also say that, listen, because of everything that went down, she was getting attacked from outside, like the fan base too. She can add all of that shit in there. She's saying emotional distress. She said that the trauma that the public, this is what I was looking for, trauma and public misrepresentation are the central to the claim. So she is claiming that she was traumatized and that because all of this played out in the public, she is asking for some sort of compensation. What she wants an immediate removal of the episode from all platforms. They are not allowed to have episode 5 in their library anymore, okay? So if y'all missed it, y'all going ahead and watch it before that lawsuit, before the court case, because she wants it pulled immediately. She wants a minimum of 20 million in damages. And she wants acknowledgement of the wrongdoing and accountability from Bravo. Are y'all listening to this shit? Come on in, everyone. Welcome to the channel. We are talking about Miss Brit Eady, who has filed a lawsuit in New York City against Bravo, NBC Universal, True Entertainment, and there's one other company, Endemol Shine North America. So all of those companies she has a $20 million lawsuit against, and she is basically saying that her reputation was ruined because of episode 5, what they chose to air on the TV show. Even though a lot of us was questioning what the hell actually happened. We didn't even see it, right? Let's see. Who is her attorney? Are they comfortable knowing she won't pay them? I don't know. Allegedly, whoever took this case on, it sounds like they are fairly confident that this is very serious. Let's not even play. Bravo already is in a class action lawsuit. Bravo, NBC, Universal is already in a class action lawsuit with talent across multiple shows, not just their reality shows, but multiple shows. Okay, so I shouldn't say not just the Real Housewives, but multiple reality shows. So Brit is filing a lawsuit of her own. Okay, a lawsuit of her own to the tune of 20 million, and she's alleging a lot. She's alleging a lot. Okay, intentional infliction of emotional distress, sexual harassment, and a hostile work environment. How do y'all feel about all of this? Okay, and what happened at Kenya's hair salon last year is at the helm. It's in the center of all of this. This may be the end of RHOA. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm sure they all have insurance for this kind of thing. There's insurances for this kind of thing, but I don't think this is the end. They'll probably mediate, because what I've heard over the years, and I've heard this through Nene Leaks as well, is that when there is a lawsuit that is filed by one of the talents, they try to work it internally first, and then it has to go to a mediation. So this is very public, of course, because she wants us to do exactly what we're doing right now. We're supposed to talk about it. We're supposed to put a lot of negative attention toward Bravo, NBC, everybody like that, right? And she's hoping that, she walks away with something. But this is what's going on right now. Let me see. Is there any attorneys in the house, child? Let me see. This might be the end. Anyone would have taken this case. This is good for Bravo, Andy, and Truly Original. You think so? Chloe's back in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Liza, more lies said that's why she thought it was her. She admitted she did webcam. She wasn't hiding from that, in my opinion. Well, I would like to hear more about why they didn't show her the photo. It does not make sense to me that they wouldn't show her the photo. But what it sounds like she's going to say is, because we did see her crying with her mother and stuff like that, right? It sounds like what she's going to say is, listen, I was out of it. Like, I was emotionally distraught. I was down bad, right? Because I thought that that picture was me. I thought that that was picture was me. It messed up my family life, probably interfered with her marriage and her relationship with her husband. Now, they did show her kicking her leg up, talking about she was gonna she had to test the car she was gonna buy. She had to test the car that she was gonna buy to make sure that she could have X in the car with her husband. That seemed like that happened the next day. And I even asked, girl, which side are you on? But that's the problem. See, Bravo's gonna have a whole lot of video that might say something different about how Brit was handling herself. And I don't know this to be true for show. I'm just saying, this is a possibility. We see a 45-minute show, but these things tape for hours upon hours. So they could have a lot of footage that says something completely different from what she's accusing them of. Kenya should be the one suing Brit and Bravo. Let's see. Fashawn said she will lose her lawsuit. She continued to film, but she was harassed, and she can miss me with that, shaking my head. Okay. So let me ask you this. I'm going to do a poll. For those of you in the chat who thinks that Brit Eady has a case, and that it's possible Bravo could be liable for some of the things that she's accusing them of, put a 2 in the chat, okay? She is accusing Bravo of defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, sexual harassment, and fostering a hostile work environment. Put a 2 in the chat if you think that she has a case. Put a 4 in the chat if you think that she doesn't. If you think that, she's exaggerating things. Let's see, she might actually win. NBC Universal will settle. Okay. All right. Well, it looks even. So half of you think she has a case and half of you do not, as of right now. Okay. Bravo also have clips of her taking her top off at the pool. I mean, listen, they're going to fight the case. Clearly, they're not going to just hand her 20 million. They're not going to just hand her 20 million. And she may not remember everything she did on those cameras, but the reason why they make you sign your entire life over is for these exact reason. You're going to be yourself, right? If you're yourself on camera and part of yourself is that you're crying really hard, and then when they say cut, you're back to normal, you're enjoying your life and making jokes, it's going to give the impression that maybe you're not as distraught as you're making it out to be, right? Bravo's attorney would have never let them air that scene with Kenya if they were in a position of being legally liable in any way. You make a good point. I would think that that scene would have had to go past a lot of people, and that's typical. There a lot of people review those scenes before they go out. That there's a whole editing team that's making sure that there's certain things that it's sound enough to make public airwaves, even though we're actually watching paid cable. It's paid television, so it's not exactly public airwaves. It looks like it's still half from what I'm looking at. Half of you think that she would win, and half of you think she won't. No case. She threatened Kenya, and it's on tape. Well, she's not denying threatening Kenya. What she's saying is there was a picture of her that Bravo refused to let her see. She, from what it sounds like, she said she asked to see that picture before the actual scene aired, and they told her no. And I would think that that would be a problem. Just for me, I would think that would be a problem, because if something happens to you at the workplace, everybody likes to say that, right? And it was bad enough for them to let Kenya leave, like to dismiss her from the season, she had a right to see it, I would think. I would think she had a right to see it, especially since everybody else saw it. It could have really cleaned things up. So she's basically saying Bravo probably knew, it sounds like she's alleging Bravo knew it wasn't her, and they set her up. Everybody else have been saying they set Kenya up. Brit is saying they set me up. They made me think that something that wasn't true happened to me. And she's been living under this delusion for a very long time, of the illusion that this thing happened to her, and her body has responded to it emotionally, mentally, physically. She has responded to something that wasn't true. And that's suable. That is a suable offense. Okay. She's trying to pay for that dog and pony. Oop, that flopped. Okay. She's going to allege what Leah did from Real Housewives of New York, saying that they provided alcohol and took advantage of her. Okay, Leah McSweeney. Yes, so it's a little different. It's a little different, right? Come on in, come on in. So here's the thing. A lot of y'all were talking. I had this live yesterday, and a lot of you said that most of the cast walked out before Kenya actually showed the picture. So Brit is under the impression she was told that the picture was of her. She said that she heard it from the cast. A lot of you said when you watched the show, it appeared that the cast had walked out before Kenya showed the picture, which I'm going to watch that episode again as soon as I get finished with you. I'm going to watch that part because I want to see if that's accurate. But she's saying that she was led to believe that the picture was her, and then she was refused. When she made the request to see the picture, she was refused the right to see it, which is bad. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. So that would be intentional infliction of emotional distress. Like it or not, she definitely has a case, but she is a liar. She says a whole lot of stuff that isn't true. So, is this true? So yeah, that's the question, correct? I agree with that. She stayed within her 1-year contract 1 year after. In my opinion, that was smart of her. She has a case. All right. Brit does not have a case. Okay, you guys are still divided. Some people are saying that Brit does have a case. Some people are not. So just so you guys know, Brit Eady is suing. Thank you to all of you who are coming in. I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button, okay? Breaking news, Brit Eady is suing Bravo, NBC Universal, True Original, and Endemol Shine North American production companies. She filed a suit in New York State Supreme Court today for $20 million against Bravo. She is saying that that scene that happened last year at Kenya Moore's spa event, where a nudie picture was supposed to have been shown of her, she said that that picture is not her, and that Bravo could have simply let her see the picture and could have avoided a whole lot of mess, but they did not. And because of that, it inflicted a lot of emotional distress on her, that she has been basically harassed in the public, harassed on set by the cast, and it's been going on for a whole year. So that's what she's alleging. She's asking that that episode be pulled off of all of their platforms. They're to never show it again. She wants Bravo to publicly acknowledge what they did to her and apologize. And she wants her money. Okay? Give me my money. That's what she's asking for. 20 million. 20 million. Come on in, Hi Pacino. Nice to have you. Come on in, Arlene. Let's see. I don't believe that it wasn't her. Everyone else saw it and nobody ever mentioned it didn't look like her. Maybe it's her old face. Well, listen, she should know her face better than us. She should know her old face just like she knows her new face. So I don't know. Maybe, she kind of, in my opinion, her old face looks similar to Toni Braxton. And that's not to say that that was Toni Braxton in the pictures. I'm just saying that she might have a doppelganger out there. And, they use that. Or maybe it was an AI photo and she looked at it and said, I know that definitely, was not me personally. So we don't know. It sounds like the picture, it was someone that was in a compromising position. Let's see. This is an unfortunate development. We'll see what happens next. Absolutely. What if the picture is her and they did not show the picture on TV? Well, they didn't show the picture on TV. We didn't see it. We didn't see the picture like that. We assumed it. We all assumed it, right? Because of what we saw, what Bravo portrayed, and what we saw the castmates say, and people running out of the event. So we all just assumed that it was accurate. But at the end of the day, it was Brit who was very strongly saying, Kenya did this to me. And it was Kenya who was very strongly saying, I never did it. I never did that, but not giving any additional detail. Let's see. I'm sure that they have a good legal team since they've had long case. I don't feel sorry for Bravo for dissing Kenya. Yeah, this has come back to bite in the worst way. In the worst way. Hi, Miss Tina. Thank you for coming through. Anybody that you see with a purple wrench behind their name like Miss Tina, please, show your respect. They are moderators who are volunteering their time. So thank you. Right now, she'd like for every single one of y'all to show your support by clicking the like button. And I appreciate that. Click that like button for me, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is breaking news. Breaking news. Bravo is being sued by their newbie talent, okay? Was barely on the show for a year. Yesterday, she skipped out on the reunion. Her choice, she said, I refused to film. So it became a big story that both her and Kenya Moore were not at the reunion. And everybody was trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Okay, what's going on? Why didn't you go? Well, she ended up making a post where she seemed to have been apologizing, but kind of not at the same time. So her apology yesterday was, as everyone is now aware, I am not attending the reunion. This was my decision. Okay. So she made it clear. Bravo did not give me the boot. This was my decision. She said, the events of this season have devastated me. And while I cannot say much right now, that was the first clue that a lawsuit was coming. She said, I do want to set the record straight about one thing, and that is the graphic actual photo surrounding the events on episode 5. She said that photo was not me. As the episode makes clear, I did not see the photo at the time. Rather, I was made aware of the photo being presented at the event. And based on what I was told, I assumed that that was somehow a photo of me, which she went on later to share where the photo would have come from, how she might have had ideas of who gave the photo. I think Ming Lee's name has been thrown around. Who else? Drew Sidora's name has been thrown around. Anyway, she goes on to say, this is the reason why I reacted the way I did. I do not know who was in that photo, but upon seeing it for the very first time recently, I now know that it was not me. I look forward to seeking accountability and moving forward past this dark place in my life. Brit. So, y'all, this has caused a whole lot of crazy because not only was Kenya let go, but there was rumors that people were going down to production or whoever the powers that be are and asking that Kenya never be allowed to return. And, there was just a lot of crazy that may have been going on around this. There was a poster of her, and I guess like through various phases of her life where she may have gotten like a nose job and you know whatever surgeries, right? So there was a poster that showed that, and we still didn't see that poster, but they did show that on camera. It was more obvious that that was a photo of her surgeries. Some of y'all who remember said after those surgery photos were released, that's when people started walking out. Let's see, I'm laughing because Brittany needs a life. Brittany can't feed her guests. Whew. If it's not her girl, then Britt probably shouldn't have said that. It was her. If she gets 20 million, so will I. Okay, so just saying, said, baby, if she get 20 million, we all gonna get 20 million. Okay, I'm gonna throw myself up in the mix. Okay. Let's see. Jamila's journal said, I don't see this anywhere else. Where do you see this lawsuit? I can't give you my information, baby. I'll read it for you though. Okay, just know I'm doing the hard ass work to get this over to y'all. So here is what you need to know. Brit Eady has filed a $20 million lawsuit against Bravo, NBC, Universal, and production companies. The production company is True Original and Endemol Shine North America. This was filed today in the New York State Supreme Court. Okay. She's suing for defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress. Now, that one she definitely got. Defamation, she probably got too, because I mean, who is this hoe? We've been saying that since Kenya Moore dropped it. Since Kenya Moore said it. Who is this hoe? Okay. Everybody's been asking that question. She's also suing for sexual harassment and fostering a hostile work environment. Okay. The triggering incident comes from a episode, season 16, episode 5, which aired in April of 2025, okay, not that long ago, where on camera a cast member showed an explicit photograph purportedly of Brit during Kenya Moore's hair spa grand opening. Brit claims that Bravo producers refused her request to view the photo before airing the episode. That is absolutely asinine. I said this yesterday. I was like, I would have wanted to see it. There's no way you can say this wouldn't happen anywhere else. In fact, you got to show that a crime was actually committed. So her just saying that she didn't even see the photo could actually have Kenya Moore step up to the plate and add a suit of her own. I believe that TMZ, okay. Their contract said, I didn't get this from another channel, by the way, just in case, because y'all know YouTubers, not everybody is, I don't know who else is discussing it. I'll put it like that, but don't put any YouTuber's name in my chat, please and thank you. That way we don't have any problems, or I don't have any problems, because you guys will move on to the next channel and I'll be sitting here getting creamed by somebody. This is my work. I did the work, okay, for me. Anyway, she's suing for defamation, saying that they aired a graphic photo that was falsely implied to be her. So that's the defamation piece. The sexual harassment and hostile workplace piece is her alleging that Bravo subjected her to unwelcome, offensive, and sexualized behavior. Also comments after experiencing what she calls gendered attack, a gendered attack. She's suing for emotional distress, and the specific breakdown of that is the trauma and public misrepresentation are central to her claim. It was a misrepresentation of her. Okay. This is her demands. This is her demands in the lawsuit. Her demands are the immediate removal of that episode from all platforms. Bravo, Peacock, the YouTube, wherever this episode resides, she wants it gone. Okay? She also wants a minimum. Okay? It could be more, but a minimum of 20 million. And she wants acknowledgement of the wrongdoing and accountability from Bravo, which is the last sentence in this post. I am looking forward to seeking accountability and moving past this dark part of my life. I thought she was asking for accountability from Kenya. She's asking for accountability from Bravo. Kenya had also made a statement yesterday. Let me get her statement up. Kenya said that she was disappointed to not be a part of RHOA 16. They taped yesterday. But she says, please know that I take full accountability for my actions and deeply apologize to all those affected, including Brittany, not Brittany by her full name, okay, her government name. Then she goes on to apologize to the cast, the crew, the guests, the viewers. And she said, I look forward to seeing you all back on Bravo soon. Okay. So just so y'all know, let's see. Tigress said, I knew she was suing. Yeah, that was a that statement. There's a statement that sounds very litigious, okay, where she says, I want to set the record straight. Okay, well, that's actually not the part. She said, this was not my decision. The events of the season have devastated me. And while I cannot say much right now, that was the key. While I cannot say much right now. Now, yesterday, I first said, this is litigious. And then I took it back and said, maybe it's just contractual obligation. Can't speak about the season, blah, 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 blah. But that's not what happened. And Brit went on several platforms to talk about this, right? Several platforms to talk about this previously. Hi, Lulu. Welcome. I appreciate you coming through. Tammy McClure said, I'm so confused. I thought that she said that she was not in the picture. She's not. She wasn't in the picture, but that's what she's saying. She's saying that the effect of her thinking it was her was the same type of bullet. I was on jury duty one time, and there was someone who had robbed a restaurant with it was like a fake pow pow, but the people who, was getting robbed thought it was real. But what they told us in the jury was the people who were getting robbed thought it was real, and we're going to treat it like it was real. It does not matter that it was fake. Their response was that it was real. So if someone would have, had a heart attack and passed away, it doesn't matter that it was a fake pow pow. They thought it was real. If she thought it was real, and she went through all the motions that you would do, go through normally, thinking it was real, then that's what happens. The truth of the matter is Brit was not ready. She was not ready for this show. She was messy. But she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. Let's see. They played with that woman's character and used other Black women to do it. Brit has every right to do what she is doing. None of us would want to experience that ever. Well, I'm going to tell you what, I told y'all yesterday, I don't give a damn. I want to see what it is. I want to see what it is that everybody else saw. So if they didn't show her that picture, she's saying all of that could have been avoided. All the mental distress, all those things could have been avoided if they just would have showed her the picture when she asked for it. Now we have to find out when she asked. According to the paperwork that I'm reading, it said that she asked to see it before the episode aired. That doesn't mean that it was right before. It could have been, while they were still filming. So we don't know. We don't know the date she asked for the picture. This lawsuit is interesting. My question is, why Brit react the way she did without seeing the photo? You're right. Some of y'all said that you would have saw it, or you didn't even want to see it. When I asked this question yesterday, Dark and Lovely, I had did a poll, and there were a lot of people who said they wouldn't have wanted to see it if it happened to them. They wouldn't have wanted to see the photo. If you do an investigation, you got to make them look at the photo, though. That shows that was a janky investigation. Was another pic shown in an upcoming episode? I don't think so. Both Portia and Brit said that Brit was underage. Well, we know that Portia got that information from Brit, but Brit was the one, because she was defaming Kenya at this point, right? She's saying that Kenya was passing out underage, revenge pee, right? So there was a lot of nastiness that was inflicted. Brit is saying it's on her and she took action. Kenya didn't. There was a lot of people who were saying Kenya's the victim, she should do, but Kenya just wants to be back on TV. Kenya's willing to bury the hatchet. We shall see if something else happens. We shall see if Kenya do something different. But yeah, people, I don't know how to call it. All I know is if you do an investigation, the first thing you're going to want to know is if the picture is the picture. If this is the person you're claiming it to be. Let's see. These folks got us so afraid of them that we accept abuse and think it's okay. That situation was not okay. Bethany Frankel told us that they ain't right. Bravo, Truly, and Andy look so dumb and stupid right now. If they had done a diligent investigation and either of these two worked this out or had these two work this out or just let them both go, this would have never happened. I don't know. They could have let them both go and still play the episode, though. The thing is, we are listening to one side. Let me also say this to be fair. This is Brit's side. This is what she is alleging in a lawsuit that was filed in a New York Supreme Court today. This is all allegations, period. Bravo, NBC, True Entertainment, or whatever it's called, Truly Entertainment, and the other one, Endemol Shine North America, they have a side. So we're talking about this, we're talking about Brit's side, but Bravo has a side too. And from what I'm understanding, any lawsuit against Bravo, it is a part of their paperwork. It has to be mediated first, unless they didn't change the rules. It has to be mediated first. She filed it in a Supreme Court, but if she signed the contract that everybody else signed, she's supposed to allow Bravo to do their investigation the same way Liam McSweeney had submitted the paperwork. Remember, they pulled that out of the court, had Bravo do their own internal investigation. The internal investigation said, no, there's no wrongdoing here. Liam McSweeney came out, did a press conference and said, I'm not accepting an internal investigation done by Bravo's people. That's bullshit. And she filed her own lawsuit again. Okay. So it's kind of similar. We shall see what the next steps are, but typically this is how that works. If she signed a contract that said this is how she has to handle it, then, it's still good. Similar in the way that Cassie did it. I tried to talk to him. I tried to mediate separately outside of court. P. Diddy said no. Now I'm bringing it to court. And then she still got what she asked for, right? Still got what she asked for. I think she got, was it $20 million? She asked for 30. She took 20 million. And then she got an additional 10 million from that hotel where there was a videotape of him attacking her. Come on in. Welcome, Natasha. Nice to have you. She is laughing, saying that's what they get. So yes, let me also say this is Brit's filing. All opinions are alleged, but Brit is alleging these things. She's requesting 3 things happen in this lawsuit. Number 1, that they remove the episode 5. She wants removed from all platforms, period. She's also asking that Bravo, NBC, the production companies, that they acknowledge their wrongdoing and take full accountability. She wants Bravo to do that. And she wants a minimum of $20 million. Okay. Here for the Real Tea said they will settle because she may have violated the contract she signed. The contract stipulates you have no, okay. So let me read this from here for the Real Tea. This person is saying that they have some insight on some of these contracts that Bravo makes you sign. And they're saying, and this person is saying that Bravo, they will settle because she may have violated the contract she signed to be a cast member. The contract stipulates that you cannot have any corn pics on the net, no explicit pics on the net. She had pics out there because she said she thought she had them scrubbed. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Sherelle said she should sue Bravo and should have not, and they should not have aired it. That scene could have been cut. Okay. Hello, Dr. Scorpio. Nice to have you. Dr. Scorpio said, hi, Diana. Everyone thought it was Brit in those pics. The castmates made it seem like it was her. She received a lot of negativity on her character. Brit can prove this as defamation. Okay. So yes, only now it's being made clear that it was not her. However, it was, however, implied that it was. And she'll forever be linked to that. Well, you're right. $20 million will help you forget all of those problems. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's for. We should really love that you could file a civil suit. Everybody should bless a civil suit because this is the type of stuff that could ruin your entire life. So being able to collect your proportions and live your life free of, whatever worry that you can't get a job, that people are always going to look at you a certain way. 20 million helps people forget. So yeah. Now a lot of people are also saying that they shouldn't have aired the episode. Okay. Again, Bravo, we don't have what their response to this. We only have what Brit has filed. Frankie said that Brit lied, allegedly. Okay. She said that the situation had her insurance license suspended. She did. She initially said it was snatched, and then she took it back and said it was under investigation, but that she was cleared. So she contributed to the lies. That could be seen that way for sure. She said she could contribute to the lies that Bravo perpetrated. I see Bravo dragging her for filth in court, or keeping it tied up for a very long time, the way they used to tie Nene Leakes up, right? You keep someone tied up in court and they can't afford to stay, right? So we have to also be mindful of that. There's people with a lot of money who knows how to make those kind of things happen. Not to say that's what Bravo is going to do, but in the past, we've seen incidents of that happen with people with you're fighting a big corporation. The big corporation can win by just dragging it out for a very long time. Hi, Erica. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Frankie said that Brit cannot sue for defamation. When the first few episodes, she was bragging about being an underage video model. It's contradictory. Her attorney took the case, so both of their reps and characters are on the line. Diana, do you believe that Bravo will go back and re-edit Brit for the remaining episodes? No, I don't. That is Bravo's intellectual property. Those episodes belong to Bravo, and they sign paperwork. It's very ironclad. I've talked about this so many times. They sign all kinds of paperwork saying that there's nothing they can do. If Bravo catch them sitting on the toilet with a bad case of diarrhea and there's a camera there and they film it, it is what it is. It belongs to Bravo. There's a whole lot of cast members who have talked about this, from Real Housewives of Orange County, Beverly Hills, New York, all the rich shows. And they said they've all come on and said the exact same thing, that they work for peanuts. Some of them said they didn't even get paid the first season. They just knew what the opportunity was going to give to them. So they ended up doing the show. And then, you know, on the back end, they took a gamble that proved to pay off. They were making millions. But that is the case for all of them. Typically, they all have the exact same contract. So Brit already signed that contract. What she's asking for is that they only remove episode 5. Again, if it goes to court or if it goes to mediation, they could say, we'll take that part out of the scene and leave episode 5 so that, you know, the show maintains, or at least season 16 maintains its integrity, right? They could say the scene's been edited because of blah, blah, blah. But I don't think they're going to take her out of the show. Brit was a fan of the show who came to burn the house down. They should have fired her when they paused Kenya. Right, that, let's say that too. Kenya was not fired. They said that she was how did they use it? Suspended indefinitely, something like that. Paused indefinitely, which only means until they bring her back. She has single-handedly ruined RHOA. Kenya was under contract as well. Shamia and Kelly were going to see something that will vindicate Kenya. Oh. Shamia and Kelly said that we are going to see something that's going to vindicate Kenya. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I did not know that. Well, thank you for sharing. Just saying, I appreciate you for sharing that. I did not know that. So you're saying that it looks like she might be trying to get ahead of the episode a little bit too. Okay. Well, I can say that I've heard all of the ladies say that as the season progresses, especially toward the end, that the audience is going to feel real different about the whole Kenya and Brit situation. So I have seen that. Kenya is never coming back now. It's costing Bravo. I don't know. I think Kenya has already made an arrangement to come back. Yesterday, Kenya actually made a IG press statement, an IG press statement where she said, I look forward to seeing you all back on Bravo. So Kenya could have already had some sort of deal in the back. I'm not for sure. I'm just alleging, but it could, I mean, that's a pretty strong statement to say, I look forward to coming back to Bravo. She likes her job. She likes what she did, you know? Not everybody does. Not everybody's made for reality TV. Not everybody's cut out for it. Y'all said that about Phaedra and Nene. You all said that about Phaedra and Nene. Both are back working with NBC Universal. Stop saying that. I agree, Nikki. Both Phaedra and Nene came back, right? Phaedra, we know she was let go from RHOA, but they did want to bring her back. They just didn't want any problems between her and Candy, but they did want to bring her back. And then they found an opening for her on Married to Medicine. And child, when she said that door was closed, they couldn't wait to bring her back over to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Nene has also recently said she is cool. Everything is good. She works for NBC Universal and Bravo. And that, you know, if the door opened for her to come back to RHOA, it's a possibility. Andy Cohen himself, who, if not just 2 years ago, said, Nene told me to keep her name out of my mouth. He actually did a TV special where he spoke so highly of Nene. He was complimenting her up, down, left, and right. Do y'all hear me? He said that she was one of the funniest people, how she really made RHOA, you know, put it on the map. He bragged on that woman. And he did that in the here and now, not from 50 years ago. That was a current Bravo special about housewives. And he said that Nene changed the game for the housewives, for the whole franchise. Okay. He was talking about how when she said, close your legs to married men, he said to this day, he still says it. So that says a lot. That means they squashed the beef. Yep. So you guys, that is what is going on with Brit Eady right now. Bravo knew that it wasn't Brit, obviously, so they were playing with Brit mentally and psychologically. Hence her reaction on the show. The cast are not innocent, in my opinion. She just posted that she'll be back. I don't understand these comments. She just posted it, she'll be back in her statement. Yeah, Kenya really does. She loves RHOA. She loves it. I truly love Dyana and never met her. She really uplifts my soul. Please keep the upbeat. Please keep the upbeat way you bring journalism. Oh, okay. I appreciate you for saying that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Listen, I don't like bringing y'all down when y'all come over here. I know y'all listen to a lot of people who be like cussing and stuff, but that shit brings me down sometimes. I got to keep myself upbeat as well. You know, these people are human. We are watching humans be human. That's it. We're watching humans be human. And sometimes they mess up, and the shit's fun to talk about when they mess up, right? It's fun to talk about, but we got to keep in mind they don't have all the answers, child. They are playing it out like everybody else. We think because, we're watching them on TV or there's this big network with billions of dollars behind it, that they'll do the right thing every single time. And that's not true. It's not true ever. Okay. We are watching right now houses fall. Okay. Just this morning, I think it was reported that Elon Musk lost 38 billion with a B, $38 billion for his little back and forth with Donald Trump on Twitter. His stock dropped 38 billion. That's a lot of damn money, child. A lot of money. Okay. So we're watching these people make these horrific mistakes, and I don't know. It's interesting to talk about. Like I said, it's just interesting to talk about. Thank you, Miss Tina. I appreciate you, girl. But yes, so this is what it is, you guys. This is the tea. Brit Eady filed a lawsuit in New York State Supreme Court today. $20 million is what she is seeking. Minimum $20 million against Bravo, NBC Universal, True Original, and Endemol Shine North America companies. She is saying that they defamed her when they aired a graphic photo that was falsely implied to be her. She's also suing for sexual harassment and a hostile work environment. She said that Bravo subjected her to unwelcomed, offensive, and sexualized behavior and comments against her personally after experiencing what she called a gendered attack. She's also suing for emotional stress, saying that the trauma and public misrepresentation of her are central to the claim. She wants immediate removal of episode 5, the entire episode, from all of its platforms, a minimum of $20 million in damages, and she wants Bravo to acknowledge their wrongdoing and take full accountability. This is what she is alleging, okay? Bravo has not responded. When they do, we shall know. Also, from what I am understanding, there is a contract they are forced to sign that says that they mediate first before going to court. And we've seen all of their talent mediate in a class action lawsuit right now. So, and I think that lawsuit has been ongoing for 2 years. They're still in mediation. Brit has filed in the New York Supreme Court for, of course, logical reasons. She wants to bring attention to the case. She believes that she has a very solid case, clearly, and she's probably trying to get Bravo to mediate with her and offer her something very quickly. Okay, 20 million, 5 million, hell, 2 million. Okay, she might get something. We've heard Mariah Hook talk about her lawsuit, and if y'all remember, she said, if I wasn't married to who I was married to, I would have had to drop my case because they bled me. I had so much money walking out the door for my lawyers that I would not have been able to afford it if she was not married to her husband, the plastic surgeon. And because she was able to stick it out, she has gotten her creative, what is it, creator credit. So she's a creator of Married to Medicine. She also gets an executive producer credit. She said that she gets a credit for any, if they decide to franchise Married to Medicine in any city, she gets a part of that. And she said that this is her children's legacy, that her kids, when she passes away, if that show is still on the air, they still get the money. It doesn't die with her. So just so you know what you got to be ready for when you take on a lawsuit like this. People love to say sue, 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 but suing someone costs money. Money, honey. You better have it, especially if you're suing someone like a Bravo or True Entertainment. Okay. I love Mariah, very smart, beautiful woman. And this came out of her mouth on her platform, her YouTube platform. She said, if I was not married to who I was married to, no, I think she said that with Carlos King's interview. If I wasn't married to who I was married to, I would have lost it. I would have lost my intellectual property, the shit I filmed and brought to them. Okay. They put my first 2 episodes on their platform. I would have lost it. That says everything. Just keep that in mind. We tell people to sue, but we have no idea what we're up against. So there's a lot going on. Nene also said that they kept her in court. Remember, Nene would pick it back up, put it back down, pick it back up, put it back down. And I guess the last time she picked it back up, it proved, in her favor, but it may not have been in her favor if it wasn't for them already being in a class action lawsuit. Think about that. Because a lot of the people had been, spouting off some of the shit she was spouting off, perhaps they wouldn't have made an agreement with her. Nene is said to be worth about $14 million, according to the internets, okay? But that is it. That is all, you guys. I appreciate y'all. I see a lot of your compliments in the chat, and I appreciate every single one of them, child. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. If you're just coming in, go on ahead and hit that replay so you can get all the tea, child. We talked about everything. We talked about a little bit of everything, but this is what is going on. The newbie, Brit Eady, is suing RHOA, child. RHOA is production companies, Bravo, and NBC Universal. She's looking for a $20 million payday and a public apology. Okay. Hey, uppity. Nice to see you, girl. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we shall see. Bravo could have known that this was coming down the pike, which is why Kenya made her apology and said that she was looking forward to coming back. And Kenya's probably somewhere right now, child, punching the air. Punching the air like them mother, okay? Y'all try to, snake me and y'all already knew this was going down. We don't know. There's a lot of men in suits making decisions. You know what I'm saying? Making decisions about people. But either way, y'all, that's it. I'm going to come back a little later. We'll talk some more. Keep this conversation going in the chat, please and thank you. I'll make sure to read all of your comments, but I love you guys. Hope you guys are having a good day, a nice Friday, and I will talk to y'all on the next one, okay? Hit the like button, share the video. Follow me on all my platforms at DYANAROZAY. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me.